All right. And hey guys, this is Fuego Tigre
It's gonna be some.
and Kami-sama with the Supreme Mech Commander dev team. Here we are. This is the patch or the version we're going to go live with 0.5. Nice, solid number. We've got a lot of stuff on this one. We with the Steam sale out, we've decided to move ahead and kind of release it a little earlier than we wanted to. Um, but so that you guys can capitalize on that $3.74 price tag on Supreme Commander Forge Alliance. All right, so we've got 28 units. I just lost the document that had my notes. There we go. It's back. And so let's just go ahead and jump right into it, shall we? All right, so
Mm-hmm.
here. Okay, so these we've been working on this so long. Some of these units feel old to me, but they're new to you guys. So here we have the J. Edgar light hover tank, two SRMs and a medium laser. I'm just gonna go ahead and pan around. You guys can get a look at that. Kami did the textures on it. This is obviously Davian. Okay, moving right on. Here we've got the Rommel. All right, and do a little pan for you there. Now I've got an SRM carrier. Is that new too? Is that
Yep.
Oh, wow. Oh, here you go. Your little pathetic little SRM carrier. Very deadly. And yeah, each missile will fly out of each one of those sockets. You can watch it just go off in succession. It's beautiful. SRM carrier. Okay, next. And these are all Tech 1. I got them lined up. We did a little prep ahead of time, so these are all lined up. Bulldog, medium tank for you. All right, large laser, two SRMs. Two SRM4s. Okay. What do we got here? Manticore, heavy tank. Tech 1. Okay. PBC LRM-10, SRM-6, medium laser. We have the Scorpion light tank. This was made by our contributor, Julius, right?
Yep. Julius Davis.
Julius Davis modeled this one himself. All the models you see are done by Kami unless we say otherwise. They are noted in the patch notes. So Scorpion light tank. Saracen, hover tank. Three SRM2s with an LRM-10. Looks like this little guy wants to fly. Almost. Not quite a jet. Almost. It wanted to be. Okay. Let's not forget here our Tech 2. We have the Regulator heavy tank. I mean, Regulator hover tank. This is a big fan on Mega Mech games, tabletop games, right? Gauss rifle. Gauss rifle on a hover tank platform. I really like this model. One of the challenges on this one was based off of the source material. It could be a little tough for that turret to rotate all the way around, but Kami figured it out. And then this little piece of junk, the Centipede Scout Car, uh, it's basically there for the Omni sensor and the BAP, which extends its range. It really is a scout. It's a tier 2 scout, but just don't be using it for combat. That medium laser is really pathetic. I've tried. I've tried, guys. I've tried to make it work. It's not good. But there we go. So there's our lineup. That's our new unit lineup. That is nine new vehicles for you. All right, and let's move on to mechs, right? Here is the Bushwacker. Actually, that's Tech 2. Well, you know what, whatever. Let's start with Tech 2. This is the Bushwacker S2. We already had the X1 in the game. This is the S2. This one comes with two LRM-5s, LBX-10, and an ER large laser. The AMS.
Actually, correction on that. It has two SRM4s, not two LRM5s. Just like to correct
Ah,
the text.
and I should know that, but we'll get that corrected. Not a problem.
Yep.
No, the AMS system is not also listed, but it is on there, and we'll show you that here in a second. The Raven, one of my favorite little mechs. This one's really useful for the ECM jamming as well as the BAP. Man, this is a great little scout mech for you. Um, I use it quite a bit. I'm also a Snow Raven, so anything with Raven in it excites me. This is the Thunderbolt. Yes, the Thunderbolt. 7SE. Okay, so you're going to have your 4 medium pulse lasers and your Gauss rifle. Pulse right now doesn't work underwater. Oh, that's a spoiler. One that we didn't talk about. That we've got underwater firing. Energy weapons will fire underwater now. But here we got our Thunderbolt. It does have an ECM system on it. This
And
is the.
this one was actually made by Liz Gibbs. She actually donated
Oh,
this model.
Liz Gibbs donated this model for us. This is the Thunderbolt. Thanks, Liz. This is the old Bushwacker. Get out of here. You're not even modeled. Nobody wants to see you.
Or textured.
Yeah, yeah, textured. You're definitely modeled. You're not textured. Here we have the awesome. Man, those PPCs. Oh, and we've got a new PPC model going on here. But the awesome AQ, a classic. We got 3 PPCs and a small pulse laser. Uh, Man, looks good, Kami. Looks really good. Small laser, not small pulse laser. Jenner. All right, this is another model that was donated to us, and it was donated by who, Kami?
That was IansLuck.
IansLuck. Nice little guy. Kami got it skinned. Got to put it in the game. Here's the Locust. 1M. 2 LRM5s, 1 medium laser. Pretty fast. Uh, yeah, it's a pain in the butt. It's a harasser.
Yeah, it's an early game harasser. This one was also donated by Liz Gibbs. She actually gave us about 7 variants of it, so actually I got a couple or 6 more I could put into the game, but that'll be probably in the future patches.
Okay, so we've done vehicles, we've done mechs, on to aerotech. We've got the Cutlass,
Class.
sometimes known as the Cutlass, Tech 2, or Tier 2, Tech 2. So we've got 2 variants of this. We have the 01D, which we call a harasser, and then the interceptor variant. Right, the interceptor variant is not going to fire on ground targets. We got a little clipping on the ground, but you know what? Whatever. But you can see that Kami actually modeled the difference. So this one's got the Gauss rifle. You can see it hanging underneath the nose, an ER large laser, and then the 4 ER medium lasers there in the wing pylons. Um, Over here, this one will. This is the raster. This is one I like to build mostly. This one is the 1 ER large laser. You can see it there on the top of the nose, and then ER extend. So extended range LRMs. I don't think they're ELRMs. They're not ERE LRMs. They're just I think ELRMs if I recall. It's been a while since I've used some of that funky tech. I'm a little old school. But yeah, so those are your extended range LRMs. So they're God, what are they like 27 hexes typically?
Something like that.
Something like that, or
They're long.
32
They're
or
long.
47, or just they're just artillery pieces. I don't know. But here's the harassers. So these are harassers. This will fire on the ground. They do have BAP and Guardian ECM Suite, which will give you 5 ghost targets. This model is given to us. I'm going to go ahead and fly this one around since we've got a little bit of, uh, and then I'll go ahead and hit this, and we'll take a look at it in flight. Oh, if I can. So this is Stingray,
Hmm. That
and
one was also dedicated by IansLuck.
IansLuck
Was
gave us
donated.
this one. So we got that going around. And this is okay. That's all I need to say about that. I'll have to take a look at the bank factor on that. I don't think we changed that, but we'll probably give it a look. I love this little guy. This is the Warrior Attack Chopper. Never, I mean, it's just a. I always hated these in tabletop games. You know, you got your little AC2, just an AC2 and an SRM. 4. It's got the longest, one of the longest ranges in the game. Uh, we actually took 2 different sources on this model. There was the TRO source book on this, and then we also took some yeah, land baby, Mech Warrior Online's sort of or what was it, Living
Was
Legends?
it? It was MechWarrior 4.
Mech Warrior
Mix
4.
of those two.
Yeah, so it's a mix of those two. We tried to keep that iconic tail, but it looked more like a flying submarine than an actual aerotech. We don't do rotors well, so every VTOL is going to be jet powered. So that might also be another thing. So we did have to augment it like that. But this guy is a pain in the butt, especially early game. And a good scout. Good scout. Cutlass, Stingrays, and Warriors. Okay, moving on down the list. This is going to be kind of a long video. It's a lot of stuff. I'm talking fast and a lot, and we're still trying to manage time. So, Kami, my notes are done. Help me out here. The mech base, the mech hangar is brand new,
Yeah,
right?
Mech Hangar is
Mech
brand
hangar,
new. Vehicle Factory, Mech Factory is brand new.
mech hangar. So you're not going to be building subcom factories anymore. You'll actually be building these mech factories, or I think you were already doing that before, but we now have models for them, and I love it. It looks great. There's a lot of detail in there, even though you're normally zoomed out to this level or this level. It's there if you want to see it. So this is the Fed Sun's vehicle factory. Yeah, give it a little rotation. You'll build these instead. Okay. And then we have the Air Factory doesn't have a model yet, but there it is. You'll build the old uh, that. We've already seen those. We've already seen the Mech Commander inspired energy generators. Um, okay, this is also new. Kami got this mechanic going. It's the Tech 2 Mech Repair Bay. So now you can repair your mechs. So I have taken our old Atlas, one of our first units, and I've gotten them beat up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this works. I'm going to go ahead and load them in. I think I'm actually running at a little bit slow. There we go. Uh, Jumps on in there. Yeah, he travels through there. Whatever. And that's it. And he repairs. It does suck up resources. You can see there.
But it's way faster than having your engineers trying to repair mechs.
Yeah, way faster. Um, so we're working on the balance of that. I think, yeah. I mean, we didn't see any problems. So there you go. It's a way to keep your mechs in the game, let them gain veterancy. Um, yeah, cool.
And then
Oh,
try to
oh,
load out.
I need to get it out. Hey, this is the trick right here, guys. You got to hit U or your transport button to drop it out, all right? That's how it goes. And that's normal. Mechs always do that when they jump out. They always like do this sort of time shift thing. So don't freak out if you didn't know that about BattleTech lore. All right, so over here we have, okay, so you might have seen a video on this or not. If not, these are our long tom fixed artillery. So this is a fixed artillery. So these guys fire quite a long distance. I had to shoot them off. I mean, it fires actual value distance, actual tabletop distances. So let's go ahead and actually set them on auto fire. And I wonder if we should. So let's see if he fires at these civil. Oh, he's turning. He's turning. Yes. Yes. The slow and ominous turn. Boom! Okay, so let's zoom out. So there you can see the artillery round going. Now we did have a little balance issue with this. We were a little afraid. They were a little easy to build. Now they suck up a good amount of energy, especially when they fire. And we're hoping that that'll hopefully that'll be some balance. Okay.
Yeah, also they're not that accurate.
Oh, they're terrible. They're terrible accuracy. We also try to get that right. So yeah, you're not gonna hit what you're aiming at. You're gonna hit around the area. So what you're really hoping, it's more of a harassment tool. I mean, we had about 8 of them going, and they weren't really doing so much damage, but it was a pain in the butt. It was raining
After a
all the
while,
time.
like
After a
like
while, it's
20
just
minutes.
yeah, it's just like so. So we'll see how that works out. Then we actually have a long tom turret. Okay, these are not indirect fire; these are direct fire. Sadly, I don't have a unit that can fire on. So can.
Just target the ground, see if it
Oh,
fires.
okay. Hey, yeah, this is why. That's why this guy's smart. Okay. Oh, look at that. I like that. All right. He's taking some time to turn. Let's do this. All right. So he's gonna fire at the ground over here, and go for it. I do like the speed on that. So this is gonna be your sort of an alternative to a ballistic base defense. It does have an AOE.
Mm-hmm.
So, boom.
Yes,
Cool.
I think you forgot the Tech 1 large laser turret also.
Oh, I did forget the Tech
Yeah, let
1
me
large one.
spawn one real quick
Yeah,
for you.
spawn one for me. While he's doing that, we're going to take a look at the Neptune. This is not skinned, and this one was a big challenge figuring this guy out. We had a lot of trouble getting submersibles in, and it turned out it was just one little capitalization. So, but we got it. It's your standard fare. It's it looks like a modern day sub or a sub from 20 years ago. But it's in. It's a Neptune, and this will help you combat against those annoying mechs that are walking underwater through your base, especially now with the energy weapons firing. But these guys will tear them up.
They will, yeah,
They will
they're
tear.
deadly against mechs.
They are deadly against mechs. So if you've got your little wolf pack going on, uh, yeah, you will make sure that you're keeping your ground clear from those slow-moving mechs marching underwater. Cool. Do we have
Yeah, I put
Julius's?
next to the
Okay. Yeah.
artillery.
Julius Davis, he also made this guy. All right, this is the large laser base defense turret, and I don't know what else to say about it. It's a large laser on a base.
They're accurate. I
The
mean,
defense,
they
they're
have
accurate.
medium range.
Yeah, they have large laser
Type one.
range, 15 hexes. Okay, cool. Mechs, vehicles, submarine, uh, aerotech, VTOL, mech repair bays, our two building models on the V's and Mechs. These artillery, you're gonna hush. Um, okay, I guess the big one is LRMs. LRMs have been like drastically changed. Um, they are nowhere before they were like streak LRMs, okay? They were streak everything. All missiles were streak missiles, and it always bothered me. So we went ahead and did a rebalance of that. When we first started this, we were not programmers, and we're still not, but we've learned a lot, and we were able to modify some weapon files. So now they behave a lot more like BattleTech missiles, which is to say that they hit when you do hit, it's a 58% payload hit, okay, on average. That's the most common. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this catapult to demonstrate on this Atlas. Um, not this Atlas,
Awesome.
this awesome. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, and he's already going. All right. All right. Okay, well he's a good distance away actually too, and so it's kind of like that old Tech 3 rule where the closer you are, the more accurate, the more missiles hit. So we got a little bit of that going on. Um, so yeah, so that's that. So they're not the OP. Oh, and here we go. So these are the new bushwhackers. There they go. There's the AMS systems going off. Bring them in closer. Have them flank the awesome. So also LBX is something that got added, and that wasn't really on the list to talk about. But you can see the LBX throwing scatter shot. Obviously, the closer you are, the more damage you're going to do. And yeah, I like it. I like it. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this catapult to attack these actual bushwhackers now. Uh, Standard AMS, not
Laser
yeah,
lasers.
not laser AMS. But you can see they do a pretty decent job. So not only, so you're gonna have to figure out your tactics, okay? With the if you were really much in love, if I hear any gripe, it's probably gonna be this. But you know what? This is the way it is, boys. And before it was boys and girls. And before this, it was there was no real need for any other weapon besides missiles. Right now, you've
Yeah,
got
just
your
how much LRM
yeah, just a
carrier
bunch
to
of
get.
LRMs. Like now, your ACs and your lasers have a lot more value. I just like it. It looks so good. Okay, so that was it. So we actually hit two. We hit the LBX and the LRMs. Um, what am I missing on the list? My phone, my tablet.
I think we are good. That was actually it.
Textures. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Um, not everything's textured, but
Yeah.
we're getting to it.
Yep. So a lot of the units in this release, the new ones, pretty much all of them were textured. Some of the earlier units, the texturing was still like an early learning stage, but some of the much later, like the Bulldog or the or the Bushwacker S2. Those came out pretty good. But yeah, with the next releases, I'll do another pass over everything, so it should be much better looking.
All right. Well, with that said, I think we're done here. Thanks for watching, guys. We're making the video and then we're gonna throw it up on Mod Database as soon as we're done. Uh, Thanks for watching and make sure to let us know what you guys think.
Enjoy, guys.
Adios. This is Fuego Tigre and
Kami-sama.
Kami-sama
One, two, yeah.
with the Supreme Mech Commander Dev Team out.